guys, welcome back. We are in the final half hour of the show, and you know it is always bittersweet, right? Because I know we're enjoying the conversation, but the show must come to an end until next week again. But before then, we still have in studio with us Miss Flo, sharing insights on retirement, things she knew before, things that we need to discuss regarding the retirement community, the retired community, right? Because I feel like I've seen it myself. You know, you have persons, once upon a time, you know, if somebody at a certain age come on a bus or going to a business place or something, there was just immediate respect and everybody trying to help, you know, no matter who, they're giving up seats, all that. No, oh my Lord. If them actually look at them, I'd actually be surprised, right? Because I remember, I mean, I don't like to reference movies sometimes, but I remember in a movie and they were like, for the older community, it's like, we're not seen anymore. That's what the person was saying. It's like, we don't exist. We're just passers-by, and people see us, but they don't really see us, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like based on what you're expressing, that's sort of how the retired community might be feeling. Like sort of forgotten and nobody really is there. As you said, there's a disconnect.
Yeah, and what I would like to do is really to appeal to young people. You hear remarks, unkind remarks, because they don't understand the processes that elder people go through.
Yes.
And some of us elders don't understand what's happening neither.
Yes, that's true.
And so I think there's a double plus for young people now. Talk, ask your elders questions.
Yes.
Because trust me, you need the preparation for when you're getting there. It is quite traumatic.
It's not something you can necessarily plan for.
No. Well, you can, because, for example, you should begin to check your meals. Make sure you're getting enough calcium, for example. Unless you can afford dentist fees. Start look about your bones and your teeth. Start build them from now. Little things like that.
I've been checking with some, because we have some groups that we work with, like teenagers and so on, and probably going into the 20s and so. Not even dentists them visit a regular time.
Exactly.
So most of them can't afford to.
No, it's not about affording to. It's like them they see it as like.
They don't see it as an important.
Right. They don't. It's not on the priority list. So even if you plan, cause you can plan like at least one visit for the year. At least you can try and organize
at least
that.
one. Yeah.
But there are places where you have the price. So some place you can go if you're going to do a cleaning, it's 20,000. But you can find another place that probably does it for 7.
Yeah, 7.
You know what I'm saying? But if we plan for these things, but it's because none of these things are being taught.
Yes, or spoken about.
So we just.
I find we have become a very short-term society.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a quick.
It's a fast-lane society. So I would just like to beg young people. Look here now. You guys have the technology that I would have died for to have had in my time. You understand? Don't just use it for being the first one to get a picture of the man who just got shot, or was just in the accident and the gory things to post. Take it as an opportunity to get information, to unleash your own creativity and make your objective be, I am going to work for myself.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I am responsible for my pension and what happens to me when I retire. And I'm telling you to go give up the job you have. No. But at the same time, keep your eyes open, read,
have
look,
a skill,
and find something that you can do at home without. I'm not even using that word, because bankers and government use that to fool up young people too much.
I tell everybody entrepreneurship alone, entrepreneur.
No. I'm talking about looking for something you can do, you can build for yourself step by step. And go and mash some corn with no apology.
All right.
Yes.
You see this current behavior where you need a man with a long pocket, and you need more than one. One for the hair,
one for the food and the bills,
one for the light bill, one for the water bill.
Yes.
And the phone.
And one for the transportation.
And the phone have to change every year.
Every 2 or 3. Yeah.
Foolishness. You're going to find yourself old, your body worn out and nobody around you. So listen, girls and boys. Look here, start taking some long-term look at what you're doing with yourself now here, because time flies. And I am eternally grateful to my mother for the way she brought me up. When we were going out, there was always a pocket somewhere on the clothes where your trouble money.
You get Vex money.
You get Vex money.
Or some fancy lady say emergency money, you know?
Yes.
We need to examine some old attitudes and values.
I like how you bring that up, but usually when information like this is imparted to younger people, it's like, oh, they're more fashion.
Yeah.
They're back in for them time. And I feel with, 2023 now, that's actually their responses. They're thinking that values from back then should not really valuable now.
Values
and that's another problem.
From back then
are just lifelong values.
Thank you.
Yeah, but they see the thing though, that what they see, because most of these younger ones, because they don't get the example or the lesson, because what most persons teach the elders will teach you things that they've tried and the issues that happen when it does, but because they only see the quick thing, oh, that girl changed phone 3 times for this year,
so it's a long pocket man.
So but you don't understand that if that phone down now or that connection with whoever she has is down, that never
that's gone. Yeah,
she don't have nothing for herself.
She won't savings. So she don't have no savings, and she don't have another option.
And what also I have seen is that these same persons with this, as I said, 2, 3 phones every month or every week, you have mind sharp, you see them come to you and ask if you beg you look a thing. So them not much better than you.
And I would like to say to them that look here now, it's not like first time, So careful how you beg, because beg sometimes translate into rape when the man looking interest on what he has given you. And you playing coy and cute and saying no. Him not accepting the no. Because when you ask for things, you get it.
Okay.
So I am just saying, be careful out there what seeds you're sowing. Be very careful what values, how you devalue yourself. To each his own. I respect everybody's individual choice, right? But I'm just saying generally, young people and elders need to rethink some of the things that are happening. And we need to try to start building a more caring relationship.
Yes.
I sit down and I watch people, diaspora again. How many of you know that you left Jamaica 10, 15 years ago? Mommy and daddy were still strong and upright then. How many of you know that them using walking stick now? So they need care. You just send the Western Union
money, so
every end of month.
All right.
No, you need another pair of eyes and somebody caring enough to let you know, well, your father needs so-and-so or your mother needs so-and-so in terms of medical assistance. Because theoretically it is available, but in reality, good God, no.
Okay. I mean, I have somebody else readily available because things happen at any time. It could be middle of the night, so the money we send on one time not really help middle of the night situations. So you really have to be connected to. I believe that, and I've always said it, the previous generations, we have them for a reason. Like, I envy people who have the grandmother experience and all. I'm glad Auntie Flo has been here for me. But I've always said, I'd loved to just sit down with my grandparents and had a whole conversation and learn so many things.
So many things
I've just heard so many, right? And the thing is, I've fortunately gotten the privilege to be around elderly people as of late. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm enjoying it more than talking to my friend. I'm not telling no lie, because the wisdom I'm getting, that is it. And I'm intrigued to find out, and I hear stories about back. And I'm like, and then you see that also the problems are the same now. That's the first thing. Some problems, what we think is nowadays problem is not nowadays problem.
No, but
it's been going on.
Going on.
But Auntie Flo, not the nail on the head, She said these these kids nowadays have access to technology that she didn't have. So while we probably even would have said, boy, we need to sit down with our grandparents and learn these things, some of these kids, they don't even need to do that. They can actually go online, look up about the history of things, read up about this, watch this video.
But that's not what they want.
Some kids will be like, me don't know how to cook because my grandmother and my mother never teach me to cook. But yet still they're online, I learn the new dance.
All the dance them, but you can't learn from the meal.
All right. So all these, they have the access to it, but it's just where the mind is or where the priority is.
Priorities, the values and attitudes going crazy.
But what I want to know, right? So when you first got retired, what's one of the like main things that caught you off guard completely? Just enter into retirement.
Why am I at home? Why am I not at work?
How
dare you have a mandatory age and you don't tell, it's not public knowledge as it were.
Yeah.
So what?
So I was knocked off my feet totally.
So how was it communicated? What happened? You were at the office, was just told, you got a letter or? Oh.
I was just told that next month, as of next month, you'll be off because you realize
you're at the age of retirement.
What you talking about?
So you got a month's notice basically to tell you, say, as of next month, this is going to be so. Wow.
So I guess, we have to go improve on that because I would have thought that probably you have a thing where, if you're getting into the, let's say, because that's something like you probably need a 5-year plan for.
Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you. So you can't tell somebody this month.
And I would have assumed that you were working at somewhere for over 5 years at the time, right? Or probably 2. What?
Or how long were you in the field?
Or were you new there?
You want to hear.
All right. So once you were not new there, because they would have probably known you by now.
I want to know, how long were you working in your field?
All right,
for 20 years.
So you were at that place for basically 20 years.
There for a while.
So you would have an idea, say, and then here's the thing now, who we look at, because I guess that's what I'm saying. If these things are taught in schools, if these things are brought, even probably I wouldn't say university, because university is trying to narrow down. These are general things we need to know. So when you get to this age, start this plan.
In high school, in communities, in church, even the church them is not.
I can't blame Aunt Flo, because Aunt Flo never really know the age to herself.
Yes, them just surprised her.
And then I don't even think I can blame the office, because at the end of the day,
that's how things were then.
Them just have stamp and a gear check. They never be. Probably somebody, the problem.
And because it's NGO,
exactly.
They don't have a retirement or pension plan.
So,
when I said those words weren't in the NGO vocabulary, trust me.
You never heard those words at all.
Even though it's there now, we don't even still know how to manage it. So, because as I say, I don't even know how much I have submitted so far.
Well, I have a comment here, right? She joined late, but she said, "Good night, everyone. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I grew up with my great grandma, and I'm using most of the things on my daughter, and she's a beautiful girl now. I love this. Wisdom is power, and that's really what I wanted to get out of today's show.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that is connecting.
Well, we need a parenting seminar with stuff like this as well, because trust me,
the parents need help. The parents need help.
And then right now, as I said, the whole thing is that I don't know where the breakdown came up, but I know I heard the saying, anybody talk too tough to me pick me I come fight them. And I'm saying, we're not even thinking, is our child doing the right thing in the first place?
No, but that's the thing. It's turned around. Because what I used to hear about is back then, when your teacher used to punish you, when you go home, your parents will punish you too. Now find out how way now.
Because the
then
parents
think that the teacher was correct.
Yes.
But no, it's the opposite.
They're so concerned what other persons are doing.
If you walk past Mr. Roy and never say good morning or good evening, that news to get to your parents before you get home from school. And the strap waiting for you as you push the gate.
Because of discipline. But nowadays it's all about,
nobody not touch my
picnic. My picnic spoil and I'm spoil him, and that's what's celebrated now. And I'm saying, what you get out of that? Because you yourself can't talk to your own child.
The question that you just asked, what you get out of that is what we currently living in.
Well, see,
that's a perfect answer. What we're currently living in is what you got out of that.
No, because if you nowadays now, if you look and you see a child doing something, you might say, pick up that paper. If that child look on you, you of yourself are gonna say, boy, let me not put no more pressure, because next thing this child. No matter what the child doing, the child could have known him doing something wrong. This child calling for mother, auntie, sister, brother. Every 4 of them are come for you because him throw down a paper.
Heavily fortified.
Exactly.
They're
But the
not
thing
just
is,
coming empty-handed.
All right.
yes.
And it's not even say, did the child do? The question
And they're not even
isn't,
asking.
did the
They're not
child do
asking.
anything
Yeah.
wrong?
But you see, the thing is, now it's easy to point out the problems because we know Jamaica problematic bad right now. But do we have like any solutions
But
based
this
on
is what
your
Auntie
history?
Flo
Oh
said.
no, that's what I'm saying. Oh, based on
Information. Information at an earlier
Wisdom.
age. And it has to be repetitious.
yeah,
Don't just talk today
For a
and
season.
it finish.
Yeah, because
It
that-
has to be
you have to build up
repeated
the habits of
because
it.
and you're trying to reach parents as well. Because God bless them, some of them don't have a clue.
Not a clue. But some
Not a clue.
remember that most of them were basically almost still in childhood.
yeah, because kids
Yeah.
started having kids.
Yeah.
So the
So, yeah.
maturity level never got to come into play first.
So they're still in that
And we
teenage
can't
rebellious
blame the
years.
parents too tough either, you know, because the society reached to a stage where you had to put the dollar sign first because that's how you're going to feed the children.
Yes.
That's how you're going to
Survive.
do everything. That's how you're going to
So
survive.
sacrifice everything else for
And
the
in
money.
focusing on that survival dollar, you forget everything else about what goes into
More
building
Growing.
the child's
yes,
character.
yes,
So it's a vicious cycle.
it is.
I know your thing, hear what you say about the solutions, but the first step needs to be taken and see one person react. Yeah, and there are many more like that if they remember, but Granny used to say this or do
Yes.
this, and go back, go talk to Granny or start exchange those stories, the values and attitudes will come out
Yes.
slowly. It will start
Gradually, yeah.
rebuilding. But
So you think the
As
younger
a-
generation need to communicate more, as you said earlier, with the older
draw
generation?
and the wisdom that the elders in your family have.
We need to bridge back the gap.
That gap.
Connect back the
That's
community. Because the
That's
community
right.
is not one age group.
No,
The
no,
community
it is
is
a human
old,
race.
From the
young.
oldest one to the youngest one, or
So
just
we are
born or
broken.
not born yet.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this discussion soon. But I want to know, Auntie Flo, is there any parting words you have for the listeners, for the viewers? You know, things that, like, what's one thing that standing out in your mind right now, based on our conversation, that you're like, you know what, this is what I really. If you don't listen to anything else I've said tonight, I'm hoping you can listen to this.
Two things. For heaven's sake, and for your own sake,
Yes.
reach out to the elders in your community or wherever you are. Just reach out. Morning. Hello, how are you today? Take no skin off your back. And it would make all the difference to that older
Yeah.
person who's
Right.
going home alone
Right.
to go lock up because there's
Yeah.
no relative
And then
checking
everybody,
for her or
even if there's
anything.
relative, then lock them up around our back room.
Yes. It's
Right.
true.
Don't start me.
Okay, no.
I will pretend you didn't say
No,
that.
I didn't say that. It was the,
I deliberately did not raise that, you
Yeah.
know,
No, I don't know.
because it's something I'm very passionate
Okay.
about.
Yeah.
After the parent, usually the mother, sacrifice so that you can now be bank manager. And you gone up on the hill to live. You going to be dissing the person who sacrificed to help you get the education and get you there. By either leaving them down there because them say them not moving, that's where all them friends are. Or you carry them up to where you are and lock them up in a back
In
room.
a basement or back
Huh?
room.
no.
And then you wonder why your kids treat you with disrespect.
As I say, that's
Hello.
what it's gonna, yeah.
Yes. But what on the more positive
We digress,
side,
yes.
I would love for kids, young people to understand the power they have now
Yeah.
in being able to access the width and breadth of information that is
The
available.
world.
And to encourage them, look carefully and say, I can do this, or I'm going to try this. Aim to be your own boss. The long pocket will soon get threadbare, and if you are put out, where you're going to go?
Or the
Yes.
long pocket, you'll find a fresher face. So
His face him looking?
well, I just put it like a word there in the spot, you know. Look at fresher face, and you'll be having to find yourself another place. So nothing no secure nowadays. If that is what you're looking to hold on
So that's
to.
why if it's secure and invest
secure
in
yourself.
Invest in
Secure yourself.
That's the key.
You say your mother never teach you. It's out there. You have the internet. You want to learn to cook. You want to learn to sew. You want to learn to design. You want to learn farming. All these things are out there. You don't have to.
But as you said, most of the information, even so, is not in the books.
No, it's not in the books. If you want, you can talk to an elder about it.
You want to destabilize people's society.
Right.
Send them in books.
Black people are not supposed to be doing. But how dare you be behind a mic?
That may I say.
Or do you begin to appreciate how much our elders went through in building a society? So you all in here looking this way?
Yeah. Yeah.
We spoke about stuff
And
like
those
this last
links,
week.
those links not being made. Eh? So.
And then that's why people always say, boy, if your ancestors saw us now. Because I saw, there was, I think, some crime scene or something, and people are like, this is what they fought for, this is what our ancestors fought for us to live like this today.
I saw a video where this mother said, well, this is definitely not Jamaica, but yeah, there are black people in the States. And this mother said, listen to me, I bought my daughter a brand new Tesla for her 16th birthday. And I was like, wow, this is so wonderful.
Yes.
I never even think about getting a car for my 16th birthday.
Not a car.
The daughter came out and said, what is this you're buying me? It's not a Benz, it's not pink. Mommy, I am disappointed in you. I don't like you. I should go back in the house. And the mother tell him, because she's videoing live here, and the mother said, people, I'm sorry, I don't know why she's acting like that. I'm going to have to go back to the store and see if they have any pink Benz. I say, what kind of a world is this?
The society that we're living
I
in.
they're ready to celebrate and clap the mother, say, look at her, work hard so she can buy her daughter a car. And then she, as you say, focusing on the money, because she earned her money, though, you know, but she have lost respect.
Yeah, that child won't ever respect her.
She has lost so much, and she didn't even realize it herself, because she ready to go apologize and to go back at the store to go find another pink car, you know, for run up and down, because that was the whole problem. The car, it wasn't pink car, it wasn't that type of car. No, sir.
But I have to say, I enjoyed this conversation today because I've always wanted this type of insights. I'm really grateful that you're able to share that with me. I do hope that she knows though, so I'll call her back, because you know, she's a human rights specialist, and what we need to know with human rights. So that is enough of a detriment right now, you know, because we don't know, and if you're uneducated, you can be controlled.
Well, Kim, what I must say as well, you know, I'm sorry for all those. I'd like to apologize to all those who are listening on the radio, and I'd like to congratulate all those who are watching on the live. So people with the radio, I mean, I bash, you know, I'm not saying, you know, technology and all that coming up, but trust me, if you get the phone, get on the IG live,
you get
that
a different
way,
experience.
You get to see anti-flow, decked out, and that's some suit right
Let
now.
me tell you, a long time
What you call them a suit, you
now?
know, because this is a very, no, trust
if
me.
them did left, we had to be this all of us would be dressing.
That is true.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But this, I like this. I feel like I'm on, where they call it now? Where you call them show they know? I feel like I'm on a big cultural show, and I like it.
No, man, she's always represented.
No,
our
but I like it.
culture,
These are some of the
always.
things. If you are, let me give you a little description. It's like kind of like a Louise Bennett vibe. It's that kind of dress, that
And the
Jamaican
African culture, you feel
African
it through
pattern.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm black and I'm proud type of thing. You
So
know?
when they leave the belly skin and thing for a
and
second.
the short shorts and the regal
anti-flow
look.
looking, as we would call it, dapper. Yeah.
But Anti-Flow, we have to say thank you so much
Thank
for
you
taking
having
time out of your
invited
Friday
me.
evening
man.
and coming. I'm done saying that you might be a regular guest soon, you know.
I hope your
we're gonna work.
listeners don't take you on.
No, man.
I hope you
No,
get a good
They
feedback.
tuned into a show called Talk the Ting with Kim. So we're going to go
Alright.
on. We're going to talk the Ting.
Talk the Ting.
So the Tings will be talked.
I like that.
So guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. If it is that you just joined, come and see people just are joined. I'm so sorry you missed it, but guess what? Every single episode is recorded, so this will be available by next week. So if it is that you missed something, you probably go check the stove or something, and you say, no, I need to know what Miss Flo there say. You can go to Funtastic Fridays on YouTube, and every single recording is there. But I'm really looking forward to the next one about the human rights, you know, because I think that we are being abused because we don't know these things. So we know, so we're being abused because we don't know.
Kim, yeah, bare minimum, we not reach there, so yeah.
We not even reach bare minimum.
So, we're
and the things they might give you a little plus, and we say, yeah, we both will reach, and them a laugh and say them still don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, and then give you 2,000 now more, we feel like we reach. And then even the pay we run down, as you say, if you live away yard, we'd all be dressing like this.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll probably living better life too.
I'm living better life.
Anyway.
But guys, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's always a good show. It's always a fun show. So looking forward to talking to you next week. Right? It's a whole new month. New month, new me. I always say work on something. Don't wait till New Year to make changes. You can make changes today. Before the night done, you can make a change. So if it's with your parenting skills or even some things that may have been mentioned, connect with them and say, no, I need to start talk to my elders. And when pass the morning, I'm going to tell Miss Jen morning, you know? Then start tomorrow. All right? So thank you guys. Stay safe until we see you again next week. Every Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.